Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to my channel Essentials of Management. Motto of this channel is to evolve high standards of education and training of the subject management, science in general, and that of environment, health and safety management in particular. So friends, we are looking into the first section of the behavioral of safety or behavioral based safety, that is human psychology, personality and behavior. Today we are going to look into discourse 3, where we will discuss elements of inner personality part 1. So in this part 1 we will look into the two traits which basically comes from our genetics or DNA. They are the temperament and the character. In last discourse, we looked into what is personality and the two components of the personality, that is external personality and inner personality. So we are continuing with inner personality. We have already said the inner personality refers to his or her attitude, thoughts, emotions, behavior, temperament and character. As I said, today we will look into temperament and character. To some extent, inner personality also depends on your personality traits acquired through your heredity, but more importantly on various external factors such as education, learning, upbringing, family background, social and cultural background, economic background, which influence your inner personality or inner self. So from where the inner personality comes, there are two sources. One, it is the hereditary source, that it comes from your forefathers, your father and mother. Whatever the personality traits they have, probably you will inherit those personality traits from your parents. But very importantly, there are various external factors which also influence your inner personality or your inner self. What are they? Your education. How much educated you are. What is your learning? How is your upbringing? How your parents have groomed to you? How your family has groomed to you? What is your family background? Then what is your social and cultural background? So from which community you come? Which cultural class you come? What is the economic class you have? Whether you come from a poor family or a middle class family or from a rich family. So all these education, learning, upbringing, grooming, family background, economic background, social and cultural background add on or influence to your inner personality. All these external factors shape your attitude, thoughts, behavior, temperament and character, and can help change the genetic traits. Means you may have certain genetic traits, you may have a particular temperament, but that can be changed or influenced by these external, influences or the external factors coming from the environment you are living in. It is important to understand first these inner personality factors or the elements, you can say. So we will look into the first two in this discourse. The first is temperament. A person's or animal's nature, especially as it permanently affects their behavior. So there is a inherent nature of a person. So we can, explain it with different examples. Now, for example, she had an artistic temperament. What is the meaning of artistic temperament? That means she was artistic in nature. She think in an artistic way. She finds art or aesthetic in everything. So we number of times say that he has got a hot temperament. So mean that person is aggressive or he becomes angry very easily. A person is a cool, has a cool temperament. That means he remains cool in any situation, right? Then you say that he is a very practical person. That means he looks after every practical side of everything, or he has got a easy-go-lucky life nature or a temperament. I think I have given you sufficient examples to understand what is the meaning of temperament is. It comes from your natural, background. That means your hereditary. The combination of mental, physical, and emotional traits of a person or natural predisposition. It means naturally how he behaves. What is the trend of his behavior? So it's natural predisposition. So it's a combination of mental, physical, and emotional traits. Whatever traits you have, mental traits, physical traits, or emotional traits. So temperament is combination of that. Temperament is the set of genetically determined traits that determine one's approach to the world and how one learns about the world. As I said, that lady looks in an artistic way in everything. So it is a genetical trait and it is acquired from your parents, your forefathers, and it determines how you approach to the world or everything in the world and how you like to learn about the world. Means how you like to perceive the world through your temperament or through your character or through your nature, not character, but through your nature. Some genes control the development of nervous system, which in turn controls the behavior. So ultimately, it is related with your nervous system, and in turn, it controls the behavior according to the temperament of the person. Most psychologists agree that temperament and environment influence the personality the most. Next is character. It is the set of emotional and behavioral patterns learned from experience that decides how a person thinks, feels, and behave. So, what is character? What it means? It is a behavioral pattern and which we can find or learn from the experience of that person. By knowing that person, by experiencing that person, we can find how he thinks, how he feels, and how he behaves. And from that, you can find out what is the character of that person. Now, character is a word which is connected with the moral also, the moral, aspect. We say he has got a good character or he has got a bad character. So it has a moral connotation when we say good character or a bad character. The combination of qualities or features that distinguishes one person, group or thing from other. So it is a combination of quality. When we say character, there are certain qualities in a person and there is a combination of qualities and that is expressed as his character. A structure, function, or attribute determined by a gene or group of gene. Again, it comes from the hereditary. Again, it comes from your parents, your forefathers. So, there are certain attributes which are determined by the gene, the DNA you have. Moral or ethical strength. As I said, character is connoted as moral or ethical strength, how moral you are, how ethical you are. A description of a person's attributes, traits, or abilities. A person's character continues to evolve throughout the life. So he gets certain basic character from hereditary, but as he passes through his life, how he gets groomed, the experiences he has throughout his life, so character continues to evolve. Although much depends on inborn traits and early experiences, particularly your experiences in the childhood. It also depends on a person's moral development. So, how is his upbringing? How is his grooming? How is his learning? So, how he has been, taught about the moral things of the life. So, it's one's person's moral development. So, friends, we have seen in this discourse the first discourse on the inner personality, where we saw two basic, elements. They are character and the temperament. Both of them are much dependent on your hereditary, lineage, or your father, mother, or your forefathers. Now, in next, discourse, as discourse 4, we will see elements of inner personality part 2, in which we will look into the, perception and the learning. So, thank you, friends, for watching this discourse. Please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Once again, thank you very much. Have a good day.